Promised Bitter I'd get him in here. How's it going, Bitter?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. So the prompt states there is no evidence for God.
Yes, sir. Are you going to ask me if I can disprove God?
No, no, that's not going to be my
Cool.
go-to. So I have one question. When was the last time you looked up into the heavens, as in the sky? When was the last time?
The sky.
Here, let's go do
That's
it.
just
Yeah. Go ahead.
Let's go do it. No, I'm doing it. What do you want me to do?
All right. So what do you see
What do
in
you
the
want me
sky?
to do? Yeah,
Oh,
it's a sky. It's dark here, but it's sky.
okay. So
it's getting dark.
all right.
We got clouds.
So right, we have
Black.
clouds and. Yep.
Can I explain all of this? So
No.
clouds.
I'm getting to. I'm getting to a point. I'm
All
getting
right.
to a point. All right.
Cool.
Okay, so we have one moon, one sun, not two. Now, if we had two moons and three suns, I'll say, okay, maybe this happened by accident. But I see order. I see someone say, okay, I'm gonna place you here. You rock right here that
It's
emits
not
light.
necessarily
Okay.
order,
And
it's
the
physics.
sun, okay, let me see where you go. Okay, here is perfect. Okay, I see an artist. I see it, someone that creates. Okay, and Earth
Wait,
go here
you've
perfect.
seen God
Perfect.
put it in place?
Okay. No, I mean I see a creator through the design of
You
what we witness
see
every
a
day.
creator? Where's the
Yes.
evidence for the creator creating the design? Because I have blueprints for cars and engineers making cars and buildings. What do you have for God making? Where's the blueprint for life?
Yes, but you can walk by a car and know there's a creator by seeing just the ingenuity of how it was created, the
Yeah, we
design,
have evidence
the
that people make
complexity,
buildings, art,
the
and
order, right?
cars. Where's
So you
your
can walk by
evidence
and
that
say there
God
was a
made the
creator,
universe?
but it's now just found out who was this creator, right?
No,
So
no,
now
no. Where's
we've
the
established
evidence
that there is a
that a
creator.
creator made us?
Well, I'm gonna get to us next, but let's start with the heavens
The
because
universe.
that was
Where's the
created
evidence
first,
that
right?
God put the cloud there? Because I know how the clouds got there. It's called
No,
evaporation.
no, but let's start with the sun, like because again, because the clouds
The
forms on
sun, energy,
the sun.
mass,
How when the sun reacts with the water, it creates clouds. But let's see how the sun got there. This one sun and this
mass,
one moon, all right?
gravity,
Now ask yourself, how did I get there? Ask
protons,
yourself.
electrons, atoms,
Neutrons.
Okay, so a bunch of
neutrons.
random electrons combined and created
Random.
this
Who the
one
hell said
sun,
it's
right?
random?
Okay, and then a bunch of random atoms created
Who
a
the hell said
rock in
it's
the sky
random?
that emits light. And somehow these threes work together perfectly to sustain
You
life.
know,
This one
yeah,
sun, this
dude,
one
that's
moon, all
fair
right?
enough. Here's what I'm gonna
So
say.
I'm supposed to imagine, hey,
Where's the
what a beautiful
blueprint that God
accident,
made that?
huh?
Where's the blueprint that God made it?
What do you mean? Where's it? You don't need a new. You don't
Yeah,
need
you
a
do.
blueprint to know that
To
there's a
say
creator.
something was created, you have to have evidence of a creator. So where's the evidence for this creator? Is there fingerprints on the sun that God put there? Is there blueprints? Is there evidence of atoms coming in and pushing the atoms together that we could call hands? Is there evidence at all, period, for this empirical claim?
The design is
No, I want
evidence
to
in of
believe.
itself. For example, right?
No, yeah,
I
I
can walk
want to
past a
believe.
painting
But
on the ground.
you gotta tell me the evidence, brother. I want to believe. I believe you.
It's
Like you're
evidence
right.
in and of
Where's the
itself.
evidence though?
The design is evidence of a creator. I
No,
go
that's not
past a.
true.
I'll be walking in the street, right? And I go past a
What human
painting,
made trees?
and the painting wouldn't have an author on
Something
it, but I know there's
existing
a
doesn't
creator.
mean that it was made. So, did humans make trees? Did
Oh,
humans make grass?
they should go in there. Okay,
Did
the
humans
made
make
trees.
pigs? So something existing does not mean that something made
God
it.
created.
So that's fallacious. But where's your evidence that where's the fingerprint of God's hand putting the sun together?
The fact how it's orchestrated, how it was
Oh, so
placed,
you have
the place.
faith
Okay,
without any evidence, because the
one sun.
definition
Now
of
think
faith is
about it.
belief
One
without
sun. If there
evidence.
was
No, I
two
have
suns,
thought
or
about
maybe
it. Where's
half
your
a sun, okay,
evidence?
maybe this was an accident.
No,
Maybe
physics.
there is no
It's called
God.
physics.
We have two suns, half a moon,
It's called
two
physics.
moons, three moons, two suns. Okay, maybe there's no God. I'm gonna say, there's no God. I'm gonna live my life, but
I
one
didn't say there's
sun
no
and one
God,
moon.
dipshit.
I would be foolish to think that to see one moon and one sun in the sky.
Wait,
I would be
wait, wait,
foolish
wait.
to
Well,
say
Can you tell
there's
me
no
where I
God.
said God doesn't exist?
How can I look at him and say there's no God?
Are
Like,
you
Bitter,
even listening
bitter.
to me?
I have a question.
that
I
would
have
be
a question.
foolish. That would be
2 plus
Say
2
that,
equals 5. I have
Huh?
one leg. I
Bitter,
have
can I just say
17
something?
fingers. My earwax is made of gold. Oh, he's listening now. Holy shit. Okay, cool. So where's the evidence that God did this? Because physics explains it. Gravity. Where's your evidence that God made gravity? I'm glad you're listening now and not talking over me like an idiot.
So you said was the evidence that God made gravity?
Yeah, you're super foolish because you're saying that this happened and that happened, but you have no evidence for it, which is that of a fool, because you keep calling me a fool, so I'm going to throw it back at you, because it doesn't mean shit unless you have evidence. So where's your evidence that God made gravity? Because that is how suns are existing. Where's your evidence? Is there a fingerprint? Is there a blueprint? Are there handprints? Is
Wait.
there something?
The sun exists because of gravity. I thought there was no gravity in space.
Brother, what is gravity? What do you think gravity is?
No, you said the sun exists because of gravity.
Yeah, because
gravity is?
Let me explain this to Bitter. Bitter. So So the law of gravity is mass attracts to mass, basically. Okay. The theory of gravity is how that works. You know, it's how the force of gravity, gravitational force, gravity constant, all that weird stuff. But mass attracts to mass no matter what. Atoms have mass, and therefore they attract to each other. That's why they have molecules in the first place.
He said there's no gravity in space, guy.
Yeah, so that was kind of stupid. I'm sorry to say, but that was stupid.
God,
to say
that's awesome.
No
Wait, no,
gravity.
pause.
You can't explain how we have one sun. You can't explain it.
Pause.
So now you're jumping around.
Why we have one
Pause.
sun?
You can't.
Coincidence.
You can't explain it.
Pause.
It's called
Bitter.
called
You need to
chance.
pause when I say pause. All right, unmute yourself. I have a question for you.
Yep.
Am I a fool?
Let me see. Well, if you look up in the heaven or in the sky and see one moon and one
That was
sun,
a
and
yes
say,
or no question. What the
say-
fuck?
I would say yes. To be honest, I would have to say yes. I
Okay,
would
so
have-
I'm a fool, correct?
I would have
What
to.
makes somebody a fool? What is foolishness? Do you know the definition of being a fool?
okay. So if I walk past a painting on the ground, right, and I see meticulous placement,
We already explained that,
How
dude. We have
can I say that
observation
was
and
by
demonstrable
accident?
evidence of people make
maybe
art.
paint the spell on this paper. And
Dude, I just explained it again.
Would I be a fool by saying that? Of course.
But here's the thing: the thing that created it was gravity. It was mass attracting to
Hey,
mass.
Bitter, do you believe Earth is flat?
Do I believe the Earth is flat?
Yeah. You do. Do you believe that we went to the moon?
No.
Okay, right.
No.
So do you believe that the water turned the frogs gay?
Does water turn frogs gay?
Yeah.
Specifically
I
fluoride.
don't believe
in
there's
water.
gay frogs. I don't understand the question. I don't
Oh, you've
understand
never
that
watched
question.
that one. Did Bush do 9/11?
Did Bush do 9/11?
Was it an inside job?
I don't understand how this guy's from that the sun and moon being proof of God.
Well, I mean,
to
I could have
Bush do
stopped.
9/11.
You genuinely think that Earth is flat, correct?
I believe it's a hemisphere. So when you cut a grapefruit in half, like you
And
have
you
the portion,
genuinely
but the
think
top
there's
part
a
is flat,
firmament?
yes. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
And you
definitely.
genuinely think we've never been to the moon?
Of course we haven't. Even when it was asked, when Neil Armstrong and the others asked, have they been to the moon? They looked at like ashamed. They couldn't even answer. Like truthfully, they had their head down. I read
Wait,
body
Bitter,
language.
I think
One more
that
thing, one more
Neil
question.
Armstrong
He didn't
was
swear
like
on the Bible.
I have one more
extremely
question.
proud
Bitter,
that he went
Bitter,
to the
please.
moon.
He regrets what
Please.
he did.
I have one more
He felt
question.
bad
What
for
do you
lying to
mean he
guys. felt
regrets
bad.
what he did? He
He
loved
couldn't
it.
even swear on the Bible. He felt bad. I felt bad too. If I
Bitter.
fooled the whole
Pause.
world. He regretted.
I want to
He
ask you one more
regretted.
time. I want to ask
He
one more
regretted.
time. Am I a
Where's
fool?
your quote that he regretted it?
Huh?
Where's your
Am I a
quote
fool?
that he regretted it? Because according to like the stuff that I've read, like he was extremely proud and loved being on the moon. Because like they
Yeah,
were
in his
the
mind, yeah, in
first
his
people
mind, yeah.
on the moon.
Yeah, he was on the moon in his mind. That's
Bitter.
not wrong.
Not
Am
in
I
his
a-
mind. We have videos of it.
Evan, please. Bitter.
I'm
Am
sorry.
I a fool?
Just
Okay, so you believe NASA was able
Wait,
to
no,
sustain
pause,
communication from the
pause,
Earth to the moon
pause.
with perfect
Yes.
visuals from space,
Bitter.
but we could barely have
Pause.
it's far
Good
from
We're past
perfect.
that.
And-
No, Bitter, we're
and- and
past that.
on
You're
Earth.
right. Bitter, no, you're right. We've never been to the moon. The Illuminati is controlling our brains. Am I a fool?
Well, not in that aspect because I'm not gonna call you a,
No,
a
am
fool.
I a
in that
fool?
aspect, because we're being deceived by Satan is a crafty lie, so I'm not gonna call
Well,
you a
no,
fool.
no,
in that
am I a
aspect,
fool?
but to look up and say there's no God, but in that aspect you're a fool, yes. But in terms
Okay,
of being
so-
deceived,
wait,
no.
so I'm a
You're
fool,
being
correct?
deceived. I can call you a fool. No, you just need
I'm a
to
fool,
get to the
correct?
truth. Huh?
I'm a fool, correct?
No, not for being deceived. No, about Satan. No, I won't call you a
Well,
fool.
I'm not
no.
deceived. I am Satan. Am I a fool?
Well, if you're calling yourself Satan, of course, now you're a fool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm a
calling yourself
fool.
Satan. But
So I'm a
yes,
fool, right?
yes.
And we never went to the moon, right?
Certainly not. Certainly
Okay,
not.
so I'm a fool, right? Just one more time, please. It's just it feels really good. Am I
No,
a fool?
you're not. You're not a fool for believing we went to the moon. You were just deceived. I'm not gonna call you a fool for believing that. You were fair.
Okay, I'm done playing.
Fucking hell.
I knew it, dude. I fucking knew it. That's why I asked if you
He
believed in
took
flat
too
Earth.
long to answer, was he a flat earther? So he
Oh.
definitely just didn't believe the earth was round.
That was
As we
amazing.
know it is.